Also, maybe the red fire is more relevant.
It probably will be, actually, in exploding his partner's projectiles.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to see a
my.
lot.
This is going to be...
This is a lot.
Projectiles steady.
So the thing is, right, Palutena and DDD have ways around projectiles.
Yeah.
Palutena's counter, DDD's neutral beam. However,
Shield.
neither is particularly fast, neither is particularly non-committal.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing with J.Miller just jumping over that counter there. He was just able to keep out of the space.
Yeah.
And he's just in.
Yeah, it's not too brutal for them, honestly. I don't like being that Simon and getting just carried off the edge.
Honestly,
that is scary.
He's without an air dodge, but he manages to tether back because his partner caught them both in a rapid jab. So it's all right. And
well, by the way, watch out for these shields. They can get completely destroyed even by these projectiles.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, honestly, DDD and Palutena are no slouches with projectiles either.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, that placement of the grenade underneath DDD so that the reflector wouldn't even work.
Yeah, some really good placement here. Again, we see the shield for Poptart get very low, but he's actually dealing really well with Deon here.
He's just walling him out with his own projectiles.
Oh,
I respect it. I respect it.
He almost went off there to that back throw.
Yeah, I mean, it's DDD. He's the fastest. He's the character who dies the latest in the game because of the combination of his weight and his force speed. So it's got to be expected.
He is at 170% though.
Yeah, I've seen Peli go further, honestly.
that is a scary prospect. Oh, that's a good up air.
It's going to come down to how much J.Miller and Deon control the stage space, basically. Whether or not they allow, and there's the up smash on DDD. So, okay, looking like even right now. Palutena is going to be slippery, but not hard to take the stock off once you grab her.
Yeah, for sure. It's about whether they can. Oh, almost goes down there. But we see Deon actually surviving relatively long.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, so Gordo kills really crazily late. Look how far that up B goes. That's absolutely mental. It's crazy.
Still hanging around as well at 145%.
Yeah, and honestly, he's still not in much danger. He's got, like, that up B goes so far. I mean, it's not particularly safe, but he doesn't need to be safe in doubles, you know? His partner can come to his aid.
Yeah, no, it works
out.
Oh,
Peli was doing so well at spacing out Miller's options there, but unfortunately, the situation became too neutral. Deon got control back and was able to just about slip back in.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at the south spot of DDD's up top not killing him.
Yeah, this is crazy, honestly.
He's about to
looking for the down air there.
I mean, that would have to have been a two-frame.
Oh, there he goes.
Fortunately, Miller accidentally grabbing his partner, therefore Poptart being able to slip in there.
J.Miller's getting hit really far off.
Yeah, that's one of the things, right? He's at a lot of percent. His partner's projectiles aren't exactly helping it, you know, not racking that up. They've got to play a little bit more carefully, but at the same time, they've got to layer out all these hitboxes so that they can have control.
Yeah, it's kind of necessary, but at the time, you don't want to do too much of it. It's finding that happy medium between it where you don't kill your own teammate.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other issue I think I'm noticing in their team comp is that Simon is... Oh, the patented...
The delivery system.
The patented suck and cuck. So what I was just mentioning there is that both Deon and J.Miller are quite slow, and we're seeing this. Deon's having a lot of trouble getting over to help his partner get out of disadvantage. Ooh. And that's really important in doubles. Oh, he's dealing
you know what?
damage.
That's tough.
No.
But that's really...
Miller just not able to. Had to share stock. They're not massively behind.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not massively. If they can take the stock off Poptart soon. But J.Miller was too fixated on the ledge trap situation. He thought Deon had it.
Yeah, this...
Oh, goodness. And this is way too much damage. And he's used his jump.
Does manage to make it back. Oh, Poptart is going off. They want to try and get this kill, though.
Recovery. It's all fine.
They're not going to get it.
So the thing is... Oh, yeah. So that's the major counterplay, right, to this knee gunner down B, is that you can just hit it straight back to him, and then it will deal damage to him instead. And that's honestly huge. Oh, J.Miller's having to commit so much to get out of disadvantage there. You know, using his double jump as Simon, really less than ideal.
This stock has also been fantastic for Poptart and Peli here. They've taken very little damage, and only now does Poptart actually go down.
And that's a huge amount of percent on both characters.
Yeah.
Especially against DDD, it's going to be very hard to maintain those stocks for very long. Although, you know, Deon's about 60% off where he was last time, so whatever.
Yeah. This is definitely winnable, but it's going to be difficult. It's going to be down to the clutch here.
Absolutely. Peli and Poptart, of course, being first seeds, the favored ones to win. But it's all going to be about how well they can get out of disadvantage, how much they can help each other. But at the moment, they're just... Oh! Okay. Okay, was that the Gordo? I couldn't even tell what hit him there.
Oh, managed just to slip out of the up air from Peli there.
Yeah, the falling up air from DDD never really linked consistently. Oh, and J.Miller had to use every single recovery option in the book. And even then, he gets hit by his teammate. Okay, this is going to be very difficult, primarily because of how bad Simon's disadvantage state is, especially on his own now.
Though now he doesn't have to worry about his own teammate killing him.
That's not exactly something you should even be worrying about in the first place, which is upsetting. Very close still. Peli and Poptart showing, you know, a decent proficiency over it, but it wasn't complete destruction. So there's a lot of hope for Deon.
I like this setup that they've got right now. I think with a couple of different situations, with a slightly better last stock for Deon and J.Miller, it's a one game for them. So obviously there's some leeway either side, but I think continuing with this, at least these picks, isn't a bad idea.
Oh no, and it's both of them mains.
Character
like, there's no reason not to. And I don't think for Miller that, you know, Luigi or Lucina would do particularly better.
I think that'd be even worse, honestly.
Well, the thing about Luigi is he's obviously a character who benefits massively from the singles environment, where he can just grab an opponent, 0 to death them, and then you move on to the next neutral situation. You know? That's not something you're going to get a chance to do in doubles, because Luigi's infinite takes a while. Not infinite. 0 to death takes a while. So yeah, no character picks. We're headed straight back into it. What do you think the crucial adaptation Miller and Deon need to make is?
Not taking there was a lot of unnecessary damage, especially in that last stock, and they got zoned out in a lot of situations where prior they weren't. So I think they need to kind of brush up on that and not get caught out.
I see. I mean, the thing is that there's just so much going on screen with all of these characters. You know, you can be forgiven for losing track of one Gordo for a second, but the problem is that the game won't forgive you for it.
I love these off-stage game from Deon here on this.
Yeah, we're seeing both members of Deon and J.Miller kind of struggling to get back to the stage at the moment. Understandable, as both of their characters' recoveries are incredibly vulnerable, especially in comparison to how free DDD and Palatena's recoveries are. Save for the 2-frame.
That was a back air and a half, honestly, there from Peli taking down Deon.
The thing about it was that Deon was trying to create pressure, create space on the ledge, which is what's worked against Peli previously, right? But it's not going to work this time, and that's why we saw the stock lost.
This is actually really nice so far from Poptart and Peli. They seem to have their opponent's number.
Yeah, they have really great stage positioning as well right now, because what's happening is that they're being able to take the stage control and stand in between their opponents and the center stage, which not only blocks the opponents off from the stage control, it blocks their teammates apart from each other, which is very important in doubles.
It means you can't reinforce easily.
Yes, exactly. And that's kind of what these two characters need, is each other. Whereas DDD and Palutena are quite self-sufficient characters.
Yeah. It is better together, and well, that's the point of doubles, really, so far.
Sure, but it's not that DDD and Palutena, you know, don't benefit from having each other. It's that they don't need each other.
Yeah.
And I feel like, especially with the weaknesses and disadvantage of these two zoners, and the weaknesses up close, you know, it's not ideal. Miller doing a very good job ledge trapping Poptart there just for that moment. Condition jump by using Holy Water, then set the axe up very preemptively to catch the. So, you know, there's still a great showing. Peli SD.
Yeah, a bit strange, honestly. Not something you expect from obviously them, but it happens to everyone on a bad day. So
yeah,
but it's not made a particularly
you know, it's not made a dent in their lead, which is pretty depressing if you're Deon and Miller. But you know, it's those kind of moments that can be huge momentum swings. So we're gonna have to see whether or not it continues out that way.
Yeah. And J.Miller misses. Well, sorry, has no option to recover.
Fast falling past the ledge wasn't an option for him right there. He had to do it to slip through the pressure, but didn't really have any choice beyond that. And that's what, and we're seeing Palutena get up nice and personal. That axe honestly could have done a bit of work. And yeah, Peli's putting on this huge amount of pressure because he knows that if he catches Deon or J.Miller shielding, they're going to be sent not only taking a bunch of damage, but sent straight into their partner in a way that is really less than ideal. I think something that we haven't also noted yet is that neither of Miller and Deon have characters that will kill particularly easily or particularly early. Which is unfortunate because, okay, so that's going to be a kill for Miller, surely.
Oh,
Peli just making it out.
Yeah.
But Poptart actually catching the kill on his own teammates. So Peli's actually lost both of his stocks, which could be huge.
Yeah, but again, we look at it. We look at the score lines, and it's 1-1 and 1-3.
Oh, the axe just slipping past Peli and catching up Poptart though. If Peli dies and has to take this stock, it's even. So, you know,
but Peli is at 0%.
DDD. You just take the stock.
Oh my god, if he dies, come on.
Look, if they reverse 2-0, and here we are, we're in a 2v1 situation with looking for these setups. So it's in a 2v1 situation. I feel like one of the things you need to do against the zoner is just have one player who has decent amount of low percent, rush him down, grab hold of him, and just let the other, let your partner go to town.
Yeah. I mean,
and here it is. There it is. The rush in, and then just trying to hand off to a team combo. You know, no reason to break the bank. No reason to push openings that you don't need to. So many 2v1s are lost because people overextend and do stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Peli, managing all the recovery options Deon really had there, covered the up air in case he went high, reacted to the fact that he didn't, and just smacked him in the face with fair. And that's that's the basic principle of threat zoning, and he gets to go the Migona's facial expression.
Yeah.
It's
pretty special. I love it. It's amazing. But I do believe we have...
So yeah, Peli and Poptart in Grand Finals, not a surprising turn of events whatsoever.
Oh, he's just coming back. Okay. Yeah.
So
it's going to be another match still, I think.
Yeah. So it looks like elsewhere, Jackster and Tom are currently still playing content in Delta. Looks like they went out against Dragonfly and MD. Shout out to Dragonfly. I was going to team with him for this until I teamed with you.
Okay.
GP and Bench taking it over Lily and Chili. That makes sense. So now they've just started against Ramboss and DX. So we actually don't have a set that we can play right now.
Oh, we're still in one.
Oh, is it?
It's best of 5. It's winners finals.
Oh my goodness, I'm incredibly sorry.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're just going to go experimental.
That's... I actually thought
that was pretty spicy.
I was excited. I was very excited for the Lucario. Do it to him. Come on.
Yeah, okay.
The Luigi. I'm not... I don't
Miller's
like
Luigi.
It, but, they got to try something. They got to try something.
Surely, right? They had their goose quite thoroughly cooked.
Yeah.
At least now Luigi will... So Luigi's going to have to work his way in, though, which is still not ideal against these characters.
Because there's a whole variety of projectiles just
and Luigi's
flying
recovery
around.
is far worse than it's ever been.
I mean, he was managing to make do with Simon in the previous game, whose recovery isn't stellar, but...
It's possibly one of the worst recoveries in Smash history. Okay, so the one thing that Miller's trying to abuse right now is the huge range of Luigi's tether grab. But it looks like Peli's playing just a little bit too smartly around that range right now. And so another thing about Luigi, because he's so floaty, because he recovers so slowly, it's going to be very difficult for him to help his partner.
Yeah, it's going to be...
as we say, the cornerstone of this. And Palutena can just fall with Nair, and Luigi loses.
Oh my, and catches him with the explosive flame there. Up airs their own teammate, but Poptart does find that first blood.
2 instances of friendly fire there. Yeah, Miller losing his stock quite early, but Luigi can really take them like anybody's business, especially with that up B, which in doubles is quite scary, because you've got to keep managing a lot of threats at once.
J.Miller just taking so much on his shield there. I have respect for the balls to be able to do that.
Yeah, but now he has to spot dodge, which is why he's getting hit by all these multi-hits from Palutena. Yeah. And Poptart had the read of the rollback, but just misses his fair, letting Miller keep the situation in his favor.
It's been really a big struggle, honestly, for J.Miller to get in here.
Yeah, Luigi
finally finds the F smash.
So it's the back air to F smash on shield. Absolute Smash classic. Yeah, play it again, Sam. It's really just a basic bait. Your opponent tries to shield grab something that looks safe. Isn't safe. Oh no!
It seems like we got a repeat of the last game where, unfortunately, Peli only dies to his own teammates and himself. But then we see J.Miller getting taken out again.
Yeah, unfortunately so. This Luigi is looking not particularly healthy, and yeah, against Palutena's zoning tools, there's not tons he can do. Doesn't have a reflector, doesn't have great airspeed, so he can't jump in on it. He's just going to have to work his way very patiently in with shield, which in doubles, you don't really have time to do.
Yeah. It is so difficult to get in between multiple people. Especially when both of them have pretty decent projectile game. As we're seeing here, they're just walling them out and sending them backwards.
Especially with...
We see Deon unable to do very much with their projectiles, unfortunately, because it's getting countered so well.
Yeah, honestly, Peli's doing a really good job of managing the V-Gunner, because otherwise that would be a pretty big combo. Cute team combo, keep handoff, loses you your stock, but so this is for the highlight.
Tried.
And Palutena can just fall like that. Oh, Luigi.
That is...
He's still got his jump. Oh, and his teammate kills him. Let's see the misfire. See the misfire.
It was... I think I might have actually...
There was a misfire in there, to get him back to that position. There had to be.
And now...
Trying to kill this man at 0? Man, something about career ending.
Oh, this is not...
Me Gunner's up B just looks like balloon knockback the move. You have to neutral get up through the Gordo.
Oh, no!
Timing. So that's what you have to do against those setups, right? You have to neutral get up as your invulnerability passes through, activates, so that the end of the projectile just finishes off, because otherwise it'll hit you on ledge.
Yeah.
However, Peli knows that you can't roll, because Poptart's already at the roll spacing, therefore he can just F smash him, and he was out of the space for Deon's get-up attack, which was his only option, really.
Textbook.
I mean, the secret option is to just get hit by Gordo, but most people don't want to do that because it's losing the stock and the situation.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah.
You're right, Lily. Welcome to the stream setup. Okay, so, yeah, that was a commanding 3-0 from...
Yeah. It certainly was quite a performance.
From Pop God?
Poppily.
Poppily.
Pop
Like
lolly. Wait. No, lollipop.
Okay. You made it.
We got it.
Let's go. You know. The other sets are still going on. I can't see it from throughout the venue, but
Jack's just still playing.
Rest assured, it's happening. Games are occurring.
Yeah. People
yeah.
are playing Smash Brothers.
So the thing about DDD as well is that he's just this incredibly powerful heavy character, right? He has, decent spacing tool in fair, decent, really good landing mix.